Hey guys, this is Ashton Karen. I'm a member of NEGG Youth Committee that's responsible for some of the new things we're doing this year. And today we're going to go over the new NEGG Junior show point system as well as the new steer show that we're planning on having. So we'll get right into kind of an overview of that here in this video. So what is the junior show point system? So this is an idea that originated from juniors on the NEGG Youth Committee, and recently we decided to expand upon those ideas and try and put them into fruition. And so this is a system that's intended to reward youth for competing with their belties around New England. Individuals will be able to earn points for both their animals and showmanship. And for our first year, 2022, we'll have 3 sanctioned shows. Those will be Freiburg Youth Show, Union Fair, and Freiburg Fair. So who can participate in this junior point show system? So any NEGG youth member who pays the $25 membership and meets all the requirements will be able to participate. So like I said, the cost of membership is $25 per exhibitor, and it's due by the close of the NEGG national sale in April. If you decide that you want to do the point system and join the point system after the close of the national sale in April, you'll be charged an additional $15 for joining the point system, and the points are not retroactive. So if I decide to join, let's say I decide to join April 30th, which is after the close of the Freiburg Youth Show, I can't get the points that I would have gotten from Freiburg Youth Show, and I also have to pay an extra $15. However, if I just want to be an NEGG youth member and I don't want to be in the point show, it's still the same $25 membership. So in terms of cattle, all cattle that participate will be identified by tattoo, and they must be registered by the Belted Galloway Society at the time of the show. The showmanship ages for this will be Pee-wee 5 to 8, Junior 9 to 12, Intermediate 13 to 16, and then Seniors 17 to 21. So what are the point categories? So for the breeding heifers and the market animals, the point system breakdown is as follows. So your class points, if you get first in your class, it's 10. Second in your class is 8 points. Third in your class is 6 points. Fourth is 4 points. Fifth is 2 points. And sixth place and beyond is 1 point. If you have champion belted Galloway, you get an additional 25 points. If you have reserve champion belted Galloway, you get an additional 20 points. The overall, so let's say you won your class, you've got breed champion, and then you also win the overall champion of the show, you get an additional 35 points. Reserve overall, 30 points. Third overall, 25 points. Fourth, 20 points. And fifth, 15 points. So a lot of points up for grabs for the breeding heifers and the market animals. So for showmanship, the point system is a little bit different. So just for participating in showmanship, you automatically get 5 points. If you get pulled from your class to compete in your age group champion, you get 10 points. If you're selected as your age group champion, you get 25 points. And if you're reserve in your age group, it's 20 points. And then the overall showman gets an additional 35 points, and the reserve overall gets an additional 30 points. So again, lots of points up for grab there for showmanship as well. So how do I nominate my animals for the point system? So each member is allowed to nominate an unlimited number of cattle. So I can nominate, in theory, as many cows as I want. However, only the first 2 head are included in my NEGG membership fee. Beyond 2 head, it'll be $15 per head. So each year I can nominate 2 cows, and that will be free, included with my NEGG membership fee. But if I want to do 3 cows or 4 cows, it'll be $15 per head for any after 2. And so nomination forms must be filled out and signed by the exhibitor of the cattle and submitted by May 1st of the current year. There'll be another video after this one that will go over how to fill out these nomination forms. And so heifer and steer leases will be accepted, but the animals must be properly leased to the junior per the society rules at the time the animal is shown. So when the animal shows, it has to be leased according to the rules of the Belted Galloway Society. So how will the award system for all this work? So kind of the exciting thing is with this point system is that it'll reward us juniors in the end. And so the awards will be given to a maximum of 2 head per exhibitor per year. And points for nominated cattle will be collected at sanctioned shows only. So what this means is, so like we talked earlier, 2 head are included in my NEGG membership fee when I nominate, but I can nominate technically an unlimited number of cattle. However, I only get awards for the 2 best placing or highest point head of cattle in any given year. And the points can only be collected at Freiburg Youth Show, Union Fair, and Freiburg Fair. So we're planning on doing a social media awards presentation after the last show is wrapped up, and awards will be given to the top 5 overall points, top 5 market animals, top 5 breeding heifers, top 5 showmanship exhibitors in each age division, so really exciting there. So some of the general rules for this point system: animals must be exhibited by a member in good standing of the NEGG Junior Association. So in the event that a conflict occurs, like I have 2 animals that got to go in the same class, and I need someone else to show the other one, whoever I get to show my other animal must be a NEGG member who also is in good standing in the NEGG Junior Association. If it's shown by a non-NEGG member, no points can be awarded for that animal for that particular class or show. For the market animals, it's going to consist of just steers. So when we say market animals, we are really just meaning market steers. The points forms must be submitted with this initial designation throughout the duration of the show circuit. So if I nominate an animal as a market animal, I can't collect points in a breeding show for that market animal. I can't, the same animal cannot be your champion steer and your champion heifer. So, how to make sure you get your points? Following each show, a points form must be submitted for each NEGG junior member, and it must be postmarked within 14 days of the last day of the show. And forms submitted beyond the 14 days will not be accepted. The point form is the only way you will receive credit for your placings. The points will be taken based on what is submitted by the exhibitors. We can't accept points, over phone call, etc. No exceptions to that. You need to fill out either the digital points form that we have or the hard copy points form in order to collect your points. So, kind of the another benefit of this is, so while your submission of your placings are going to be based on the honor system, we're hoping to have each sanctioned show broadcast via Facebook Live on our New England Galloway group page. In this way, in the event of any discrepancy, we'll have the footage to refer to, and it'll also help display the youth and their accomplishments to others all around the world. And so the future goals and really the purpose of this point system is to grow it into something that can benefit all NEGG youth across New England. So we'll have 3 sanctioned shows this year, and we're hoping, if all goes well, that any show in New England can be potentially sanctioned, meaning that a paid NEGG youth member can show a registered Belty at any New England show, regardless of whether they have a Belty show or not, and can earn points with that animal as long as they, submit the proper paperwork and get it signed by a show superintendent. We think this is going to be a win-win situation because it encourages youth to show their Belties anywhere in New England, giving the breed great exposure, and it won't limit people geographically. As it's difficult for some of our youth to travel to places besides their local county fair. So that's it for the point show, but we'll talk a little bit about the Freiburg Fair steer show that we're going to have this year. So this year at the Freiburg Fair, separate from the normal steer show that they have there, there will be an NEGG Youth Freiburg Fair steer show. And so this will be open to any belted Galloway steer, purebred belted Galloway steer, that is really on the fairground. So even if, like, for example, I have a steer that I'm selling that week at Freiburg Fair through their market auction, I can show it here. And I have another steer that, I'm selling later in the year through my farm store. I can also show that here. So there's really not too much of a limit as long as you've got a registered purebred belted Galloway and you own it as of May 1st. So the steers for this particular steer show cannot be leased. And they must be shown by their owners. So, I can't have somebody else show my steer for me. I must show that steer. And these will be identified by tattoo or RFID tag. And the entries for this are due May 1st, and you must be a paid member at the time of entry. And that's all I have for the overview of the point system and the steer show. Thanks for watching, and we will have more videos later on how to fill out some of the forms for that. Thank you.